welcome back. I'm about to say fair use. This is my own fucking speech. Just want to talk about the president, and I know that's a very delicate subject. So this is just entertainment purposes only, because I don't know what's really going on. What I do know is I haven't ever felt the force like this. Like, you know how Yoda goes, there's a disturbance in the force, Luke. There's a fucking disturbance in the force. And I don't know if it's good or bad, you know? Because, like, Jedi, they can feel the bad shit. And they're like, oh, shit, it's about to go down. Oh, it's about to go down. But it also has a different feel in the force. And what I mean by that is I was just talking to an older man. And I was like, yo, did you hear about that Social Security thing where Trump talking about getting rid of it a little bit, or doing, that Doge shit, shaping up and figuring out what money's wrong and getting it right or whatever? And he was like, yeah, I heard about that. He can't take it away because of Congress. And I said, listen, yeah, you're right, but, to me, I don't ever say nothing's impossible because of the Twin Towers. I was told, and I believed my whole life, I will always look over that water, and they're going to be there. They're not there no more. So when that happened, I said, nothing is impossible. If someone has enough ambition and has the reason, it's going to get done. So, as we further discuss, because he actually follows a little stuff more, so he's talking about how, he's doing a lot of things that's helping, things. And I said, yeah, that's what I mean by I feel like a disturbance in the force, because I keep seeing people saying he's doing so bad, and he's this and that, but then I see him in my face signing papers that actually help people, and help things. But, if you help one side, then another side's not getting helped anymore. So, that's why I can understand people saying, oh, he a bad guy. You're always going to be a villain to somebody. And it made me think. I said, we haven't seen anything like this in my generation ever. I said, this is the most peculiar presidency ever. I could feel things happening. I see things changing. I said, everybody else is just a railroad towards one way. No matter what the fuck niggas said, everything went towards this one way. I don't care what policies they had. I don't care what the fuck they said they was going to do. We are where we're at right now because of everyone before him. Period. Even him. He was there. You know what I'm saying? So my conclusion, my theory is, me and the man was talking about it. I said, I feel like Trump is he's not a Jedi. Trump's a businessman. He's a Sith Lord. Period. Not saying he's a bad guy, because Sith Lords aren't bad guys. If you study Star Wars long enough and actually see shit, you'll see there are Jedi bad guys, or the Sith. They don't fight with the Sith. They don't fight with nothing. They became Sith because they want a family. So they have force powers, and they're like, I met a girl, and they said I can't have a family, so I quit. I quit the Jedi. I'm gonna go off and do my own fucking thing. Fuck you niggas. Anyway, but he's like Palpatine, I swear we're in the age of Palpatine and Anakin. And Trump just pulled off exactly what happened in that movie and said, yes, vote for me. And everybody voted him in, and then they found out that he wasn't really for them. And everybody said, oh shit, democracy's over. And what did Prince Leia say? Prince Leia's mother, Anakin's wife, she said, so this is how democracy falls, with a thunderous applause. And all these people I hear complaining about Trump now, a couple of weeks ago, as he was getting elected in, you were clapping. And And now everybody's like, no! And all the other people that are like, well, we told you so. And then there's people like me that's like, wait up, but he's doing things that help. It just doesn't help certain people. You know? Like, I always like Trump because he's one of those guys that's like I say, he's like one of them, but he's like, if you fuck me over, I'll fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? And if what it takes to fuck you over is to help those little guys, I'll do that. See, I see Trump like that. He doesn't like me. He doesn't need me. He will use me to get his revenge. I don't give a fuck. As long as I get what I want and don't get double-crossed or something, you know. But I'm not in charge of what I get. You know? Broke, poor, black. And ever since I seen him go up there, he been speaking a lot of good things about my people. But, you know, my father told me when they say peace, they mean war. You know? Like he had all these Muslim people in the country that wanted to vote for him. Because he said the Gaza Strip thing, and then he just signed an agreement to go back to war, or what. I don't even know if that's what's going on, but people are talking like he did that. So I don't know. I don't want to confirm that. But if that's what he did, well, you know, maybe you should have believed in the Bible. When they say peace, they mean war. And when they say they want war, it means they really want peace. It's a classic bluff, you know, classic switcheroo. And that's gotta burn. I can only imagine how those people feel. You know what I mean? You got your family members back over there. You're fucking trying to help by being here and voting for peace, and then they like, shut the fuck up, because we'll send your ass back over there. I said, oh, shit. I'm like, this nigga ain't playing around. Which scares the shit out of me, because if he does that, I don't know. You know what I mean? Those people don't like to get pushed around. You know what I mean? They were willing to go to war for all this time. Like, there was people been going to war longer than I've been alive. They've been fighting for that strip for, I don't know. So, you know what I mean? When all you got is all you have, and you believe all you have is all you need, you know, you're usually willing to do some shit for it. So, I have no problem with nobody. I just live here. Hopefully the Lord will have me avoid those problems. And it's just really crazy, you know what I mean? Like how everything's turning fucking so crazy. Like he's making laws where millionaires, and like this guy was a content creator, was just complaining about how like he fucked him over and he voted him in. He's supporting this guy, Trump, yeah, all this. And then when he gets elected, the first video this guy makes is how he lost $7 million because of the tariffs and shit like that. And I said, oh, you got bamboozled. You, like Apex Legends, Mirage, you got bamboozled. I said, yo, that sucks. I said, nigga, you rich enough to still complain, so you good. You know, you just had to pay that. You had to pay your dues, homie. You know what I mean? You got your nigga moment. Niggas reneged in a pity pat deal with your ass, right? They was playing pity pat, and they reneged on your ass. Yo, no Indian giving. No takebacks, remember? Remember? The Indians? No giving your shit back. Once you figure out that selling things mean you don't own it no more, and it's against your law, and you don't even know to have the concept of selling land because it's not a concept of what you do. So it's just words to you. And then you think they're borrowing your shit, but no, you signed that paper, so your land, you gonna move, nigga. Yeah, I signed that paper, you gon' lose, nigga. man, I love watching this shit happen. I hate it, but you know, what can I do about it? Laughter's therapy, they say. I can sit here and cry about it like my ancestors, or like yous are about to do, and you know, that's not gonna get nobody nowhere. I think we're gonna have to learn our lessons and, you know, learn to work together or something, I don't know. Because the future is looking very, crazy. It looks good, though, in a way. It's just like it's always been, just like in slavery, bro. Do you think that every black man in the world was in slavery? No, there were black men that owned black men in slavery, nigga. So, you know, when you learn those things, you start realizing, I gotta get myself in position where when the world flip-flops to the same shit, just different people, you know, under certain circumstances, I gotta make sure I could be one of them token niggas. I gotta make sure I can work my debts off, you know? And in this world we're in right now, that's what it's going to. That's why you're not supposed to have a lot of debt and all those loans and all those things, because you're a fucking debt slave. And when these people say, I want my money right now, and no one can give them their money, well, guess what? You better start learning what you got to give up for that now. I'm just a black guy. I don't know. But I'm sure it has to do with what happened in history already. So, you know, just look in history. That's the good thing about being stupid, and you can watch other people and not have to be smart by saying, oh, they did this, this, and this, and then this happened. And, you know, you kind of get the results of how things may play out. So, I suggest people get used to, you know, being like the old humans, the old man. Old men didn't need to eat 3 times a day. And they were healthy. They built civilizations. You niggas is complaining. You still got running bath water. Your king didn't 1,000 years ago. Shut the fuck up. Your king 1,000 years ago couldn't watch me on the screen. Shut up. You still got it great. But you'll complain. Because now you got it like me. Right? Now we're equal. You wanted to be equal, right? Now we are. Now we're all under the law of color. You sure you still want to be white and not your actual fucking ethnic name? Because you know that's one of the... Let me stop. This video's not going out. I forgot I still know a little bit of loopholes. But those are closing up. And then, the loopholes that are for my people, they fucked our brains up so much, even when we find the loophole, we still can't do it because we hate each other. You know? How, like, you can form your own tribe if you figure out that you're actually a tribal person, and then they can't prosecute you under their laws. They can't tax you. They can't because this is your fucking land, goofy. But guess what? You need 50 of your blood member families to actually do this. And guess what? They've been railroading us to not even know 50 of our family members. Do you know 50 of your family members that would even believe that they're fucking native to this land? No, they think they're fucking Africans. Get it? So they, on paper, can never have their land back. Because they have to figure out who they are and then reclaim their land. And you can't because you need unity. You see how, oh yeah, I forgot, the Lord said a house divided can't stand. And that a law says if you niggas don't play together, you can't have your fucking shit back. You can't have your sovereignty. You're going to be under me for the rest of your fucking life because you're too stupid. Oh yeah, the Lord said we die from a lack of knowledge. We're ruled over because of a lack of knowledge. The little definition of nigger is you're fucking stupid. Not you're dumb and can't learn. No, you're stupid and you just don't know. So, oh yeah, Frederick Douglass said a wise man is unfit to be a slave. I've been free for fucking years, nigga. I'm just stuck around you slaves, so I have to participate. To survive! Everybody's gonna get scared and get fucking, oh my God, no retirement plan. I'ma laugh at you niggas like God ain't have no retirement plan for Adam, nigga. What the fuck you scared for? Oh yeah, you pussy, and you rely on other niggas. Point blank, you pussy, you scared to die, nigga, even though you could die any moment anyway. You like this misery so much, you love this shit. The fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? Oh yeah, you don't know God. You have no faith on what's gonna happen next. So you were like, you hold on to this shit as long as you can. And like the rest of the faggot ass niggas, as soon as your ass is getting in them, you know your ass is gonna go under that floor. Then everybody start getting religious. Then everybody want to start reading the Bible. Well, motherfucker, guess what, nigga? We in them days that when my father closing the door on some of y'all niggas. You better get right while you got the chance. Everybody gonna be worrying, scrambling, gotta get this money, gotta get this dough. You better get right with the Lord for your ass die. That's your retirement plan. Get it? Because you know we all trying to go to the garden. We trying to get back into the heavenly gates. You want a retirement plan, you better start working on that retirement plan, motherfucker. Silly ass niggas. I bet y'all ain't thinking about that, are you? I bet your soul currency means some shit to your ass now. That's why I love the Father put me in his time. With this understanding. Because most people that would have this knowledge and not have understanding, they would have lost. They would have went crazy already. They would have gave up. They'd be like, why the fuck am I even working hard? Like right now, man, I'm breaking my fucking back. Like I'm getting more money or something. I'm cleaning this shit up right. You know why I do this shit? Because it makes me feel good, nigga. I don't need to get paid for it. I'm a man, nigga. Real men work. I get joy out of it, nigga. I get joy out of knowing I'm the best motherfucking worker. I get joy out of when, or I get perks out of it. Not for nothing being a broke ass. Like I just said, bro, you don't put no work in, nobody like you, my nigga. So many old ladies out here, so many different people like me out here. Every time that 2 week of that 1 week, 2 week where I'm broke as fuck, cause niggas done got me fucked up in the game. And I ain't got no money. I gotta rely on that. They see me out here cold, or I can just, I need a coffee. I don't get a coffee, I get $5, nigga, to go get a whole breakfast. You probably can't do that. You can't do that, because you don't fucking like nobody. You don't say hi to the crossing guard. You don't sit there and talk to her about her dead husband and her grandkid. You don't do that shit, nigga. That's why I got it. That's why she told me. I gave it to you because I like you, nigga. You sit here and listen to my stories. You my friend. She got mad grandkids and shit that don't even live around here. She don't even get, you know what I mean? So I'm that nigga that play that part. You know what I mean? What's up, grandma? I ain't got no grandma. So she partly my grandma. Nigga. Anyway, let me start ragging y'all, you know, getting y'all ready for this new life, because, you know, a lot of the wolves and the ninjas, we ain't got the education to really even combat what's going on. That's what nobody understands. A lot of people with education ain't got the smarts to, you know what I mean? A lot of these tricks, a lot of these things that are gonna take place. Like I was just hearing about how the housing market's crashing. Not the house market, no, people that own buildings and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if that crashes, you know what I mean? I suspect billionaires to say, okay, we got those dirty ass niggas that been holding up my spot for a while. Now we got them out of there. You know what I mean? Now we gonna buy them buildings and I'm gonna raise up the fucking rent. A day? You niggas is goofies, bro. So, like I said, if niggas don't think you're gonna have to live with somebody soon, if women think they're really gonna, if, like Kevin Samuels said, if you don't make this kind of money in the future, you're gonna need a man. Nobody's gonna give a fuck if you wanna smell his stinky ass feet. Nobody's gonna care if you get along. You're not gonna care if you get along. Why? Because it's gonna be just like the Bible said, motherfucker. It's gonna be so bad, you're really gonna need protection. Period. You're really gonna want somebody to be around. You know what I mean? Like, really, really, really start looking out. Take a day and go sit outside and just think about all the women you see alone, right? Think about all the crazy shit that you hear about going on. The natural disasters, the blah, 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 blah. This ain't about no egotistical, oh, you need me, girl, and all this. Man, I don't even want to deal with you neither, nigga. Half y'all ain't even damn near adorable, bro. There's a lot of y'all that are, but the best of men gonna get y'all. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit's about to change for a lot of fucking people, bro. And last time I checked, there's more broke ass people, there's more broke ass women than there are women that are actually secure. And all the women that are secure with these whack ass jobs that can be replaced, when the AI comes out and takes your fucking job, you're gonna see how much that shit means. You're gonna see. I went to college and yo, AI is about to get rid of lawyers, you goofy ass niggas. So if you think your job is more important than a lawyer, you get it. You know what I mean? You're a secretary. You push papers and you bullshit most of the fucking time. You take your time. The AI can do your job in 5 minutes. You just get that, right? You do understand that, right? And more businesses are being run by corporations and billionaires, not the people, not the government. So when they want to set in there, they have advertisements now that says fire fucking human people. Well, not fire them. Stop hiring humans. They're obsolete. Hire AI. When I seen that billboard up in the skit somewhere, I said, yo, what? I said, oh, bro, that's a come up for a nigga like me. Any nigga that got business ideas and you've been thinking in your bro, I gotta find good people and hire a nigga for this. I gotta hire. Now I don't. I gotta get the AI for a lawyer. I can get the AI for a secretary. I get the AI for. See, GMB's about to blow the fuck up, dog. I don't know how. But I know once I get that one person that understands things and they can say, you're the fucking truth and I can see. You know, you got the luck, you got the Lord, and all I know how to do is push buttons and shit. And then if I help you do this, when you figure it out, my job you won't be useful anymore. You get it? You get it? And then like all the billionaires and all the corporations that'll just throw you away after you worked for them. See, I'm not like that. The ones that help me get new jobs that I get to, you know what I mean? Because there's regular shit that still, AI can't farm for me. And AI can't look after, well, now it can, cameras and shit. But you know what I mean. My business is going to be a people thing. So, you know, I need people. I'm going to need people to do interactions, not robots. You know what I mean? People don't want to deal with robots for certain things. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm not saying this is what's definitely going to happen, but I know all the real men like me. This is going to be this is the greatest opportunity for us in the world. Any nigga with a brain and some plans and some entertainment and some whatever, nigga, you use this shit that these niggas is scared of, this AI shit, and you figure out how to get this shit to work for you, you're gonna be good, bro. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be fucking stunting on niggas. Why? Because you're gonna have a whole corporation and you get get all the money because all those workers, majority of them are AI. So that means you get that money. You get it? And then, the people that would have been there, you have money to pay them for other things. Get it? Instead of paying them to do that job, now I could pay you to do something else. Check up on the machine. Other things, I'm going to need my house to be cleaned. Lord knows I'm not going to want to do it. I'm going to need somebody to cook for me and shit. Lord knows I'm not going to want to do it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, women don't like those things. But you're going to learn to love it again. Because y'all going to be like, shit, I know how to cook anyway. And why would I not want to cook and clean for a nigga and sit home and not have to worry about bills anymore? See, this is what old school grandma would. That's why they did what they did. Now yous are going to understand why those women did what they did and relied on men so bad. because it was gonna either be that or you be out here and take the jobs that's available. And since there's not a lot of jobs available and you need skills for those jobs, and going to college means money and shit and all that. They're not gonna let pay by keep going in debt, and then you got to think about all the people that already ahead of you, and all the people that are panicking like you and they went to school, and then you have to think about all the people like the women that are gonna suck dick to get in front of you, and then you got to think about the richer people that are gonna pay their people to get in front of them. So about time you actually get to your work and skills and all that, then you gotta worry about people that's better than you. So you got at least 5 or 7 different niggas to wait out to die or retire, or you get it. That means you better figure out something new. And that's when I say return to the old ways. Get the ego out their head. Stop thinking you're fucking these music videos. Stop thinking that family doesn't stay together and put all their money together and live under a roof. Stop sending your kids away. Stop fucking having good ties with friends or family, and then not say, yo, bro, the world's really getting fucked up. Maybe we should, you know what I mean? Put our money together and move into one place, so we actually saving money for a couple years, and then when a couple years go by and we have all this money saved up and I don't really like you like that because of living habits, well, now you can go move to a small place and I can go move to a small place because we got all this money built up, and you have a decent job because we made sure we went to work, or we got a business going or whatever, and then we could split apart and you could do your own thing, and we could do it. You get it? See, this is what life's gonna go to for a lot of people already on the bottom. You middle class niggas, y'all could survive, or the higher class, some of y'all. But a lot of the broke people, we're gonna learn, or you're just gonna suffer and just do what everyone else did, the billions and billions before you. You're gonna die nobody, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're gonna die in the streets, there's nothing wrong with that. You're gonna work hard and then get sick and then get fired and be out in the street in a couple months. You know what I mean? So it's not new. You know what I mean? And by then they'll be allowing people to probably suicide themselves. You know what I mean? So don't worry, there'll be a lot of checkouts, a lot of early checkouts going on. All love, all praise to the Most High. I don't want to depress nobody because, you know what I mean, it's not what this is about. This is just a clear warning that things in America are really changing fast, and I don't know where things are really going, but it's not going good for poor people right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not looking good for majority of people. So I suggest we save our little pennies and whatever knowledge you can figure out to get a little ahead. Do what you can, sound the horns. Other than that, just prepare for life, and if it ain't gonna end up so well, so what? You always have the satisfaction of knowing you're not the only one, and live out your days doing what you do. All love, all praise.